Welcome back to Brokeman Finance. My name is Adam. Everyone in the world right now is talking about the crypto crash that's occurring with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Anytime Bitcoin drops, everything else follows suit. And at the end of the day, you can't freak out too much because there's a lot of people new to the crypto world. And this is maybe the first time they've ever experienced China's manipulation with the whole crypto market. This is not the first time China has manipulated the crypto market, and it probably will not be the last. So this has nothing to do with the video here in a second. I just wanted to get that out of the way because right now people are bugging out. So just try to relax a little bit. It's not going to go to zero anytime soon. As this happened before, it'll happen again. It's all good. You got to look at it as an opportunity to buy some Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever on the low. However, we can't let a good deal slip through our fingers because we are paying attention to the crypto world and not really focused on any stocks or penny stocks right now. So in this video, I'm going to talk about a penny stock that I love, why I love this penny stock, and make sure you stay tuned until the end because by then you will understand why I'm bullish on this thing, and I will explain how many shares I have, how many shares I hope to have, and what I'm doing weekly. The penny stock I am talking about is Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions, or AITX, and they have so much going on right now in the positive, but the price is down considerably. I see this as a great time to either up your position, which is what I'm doing, or create a new position in your portfolio. CEO Steve Reinharz has been hinting around about a great 10K coming up as we learn more about new sales, and it has investors excited because we have been looking forward to seeing these sales that we've been looking forward to seeing finally come to fruition. If you don't know anything about AITX, then by all means, I've done videos on them in the past. Feel free to go watch them because you'll understand a little more about the company, and this video may make a little more sense, so I highly recommend checking out some of those older videos. Let's talk about the new products first, and I'm not going to get into some great details about the products because that's not what you're here for, but let's talk about that and what it can mean for the company, and we're gonna breeze through this thing because there's a lot to cover in this video. The Rosa 270 and 180 are new products being offered by AITX, obviously, and companies are already picking them up. These things offer coverage to a specific area and are meant to be mounted to the side of a building or something high like a light pole in a parking lot. Imagine a car lot needing coverage, and yeah, most car lots have security cameras, but these things have way more capabilities than just a regular security camera. They have human detection capabilities. They have license plate readers embedded into them. They have the ability to be upgraded with new technology as time goes on, and people are digging them because as soon as they came out, companies started ordering them. Now on another order, and the company could not be named because of non-disclosure agreements, they placed an order for 15 RAD units and 2 SCOT units. This is big news, and hopefully will be many more orders to come with this company because this same company has 15,000 locations nationwide. And like a lot of companies, they are experimenting with the idea of these RAD and SCOT units as opposed to paying for security guards. There are lots of businesses and companies out there that's ordered just a few units to test out and experiment with, but if they like what they see, it would mean thousands and thousands of orders in the future. And now they are getting into a new location to make those orders even more feasible and have the ability to build even more new products in the future. The AITX team is currently building out the new location on the outskirts of Detroit. The CEO, Steve, has been giving digital tours of the facility and has named the location REX, which stands for Rad Excellence Center. They moved here with the expectation of continued growth for the company because there are a lot of empty offices right now that they hope to fill with future employees, which they did just that by hiring even more salespeople. So now they have a much bigger location that they can fill and make bigger orders, a lot more R&D for new products. They have upped their sales team, so obviously their sales numbers are probably going to go up. So all of this just points to a lot of growth for the company. I think that they know that they have a lot of potential, and they are looking towards the future for just consistent, steady growth, which for shareholders is a great thing. CEO Steve is one of my favorite CEOs out there. I love the stuff that he's doing and the way he engages with people online. And I've been trying my best to get him on the show. We're trying to get our schedules to connect, but he's really busy. I work all the time, and I do this YouTube stuff part-time, which it takes up a lot of time on its own with research and filming and editing and uploading. So this takes a lot of time too. So if you can appreciate that, give me I'm not above a pity sub or a pity like. Give me one or the other if you can appreciate the hustle. But Steve is incredible. He is super responsive online. He is very engaged with the community and investors. He is very, very transparent about what he is doing in the company, his vision for the company, what it plans to do moving forward. He puts out there what he's able to, because there is a lot of non-disclosure stuff that he can't reveal. There's a lot of stuff that he can't say because of the SEC and different rules. But he is very, very responsive online. If you ever have any questions, I would bet my paycheck that Steve would respond. Even when people bash the company, Steve gets on there and engages with them and explains maybe something they may be confused on, or a misconception or some bad information. And there's been many times where I'm reading on a thread and Steve chimes in that people are bashing the company about what they did in the past, and he explains that, hey, this is a new company. That as far as whenever he took the reins, that he has changed a lot of stuff about this company, and they are moving in a new direction. That he understands that bad stuff has happened in the past, but that's the past. And now they are on to bigger and brighter days. Because that was pre him being the boss, and he didn't have control over those decisions that were made, but he has control over the decisions now, and he is getting them on the right track. I don't even think this guy is taking on a paycheck yet. And from my understanding, and I'm trying to remember, I don't think he said he would take a paycheck until the share price hit 30 or 50 cents a share. Then he would start taking a paycheck. I can't remember exactly what the number is, so leave me a comment in the comment section below. I don't have it written down. I'm just going off of memory. And while you're at it, let me know what you think about Steve and AITX in general. Like I mentioned, Steve has been hinting around that 10K is coming out soon and that it's going to be good. Every month, it seems like they've been outdoing the last month by breaking sales records and just doing more and more in terms of sales and orders. The 10K should be out by the 28th, I believe, so we could see a pop in that share price if things are looking on the up and up. However, the shares, I know someone's going to mention it, the shares have been diluted some, and Steve was very upfront from the very beginning saying that was going to happen. And it was just part of the gig, it's part of the deal. It was going to happen, but they are very hopeful that they're going to be buying back shares at some point. If this 10K is pointed in the right direction, I see it giving more confidence to investors to put their money in there, more institutions to put their money in there, especially if we can see consistent quarterly reports over the next few quarters as those sales drive up, because this new sales team is going to have to justify their new positions and get some sales in. So as long as they can do that, I can see the share price continuing to move up, and I don't think 30 cents a share is out of the question over the next few quarters, especially if those reports and those earnings reports are consistently getting better. I personally see this being a great time to buy shares. I see this as a great thing that the price has dipped some. I mean, with any penny stock, there's a lot of speculation, and that comes along with a lot of risk. But when you detach yourself and look at the big picture, they're in a new plant where they can continue to grow. They're getting more employees, especially that sales team. That's what I like to see. They're breaking records every month in terms of sales and orders. I'm excited to see what this 10K looks like. They got a great CEO. And the industry itself is growing and growing and growing. I just see bigger and better things on the horizon for this company. I think this is a lot of positives. This is everything seems to be pointing in a great direction for AITX, and I am excited to see where this thing goes. So I am willing to take on that speculation and take on that additional risk with a company like this. Now, if something fundamentally happens, okay, I may step back and say, you know what, maybe I was wrong. But right now, I think this is a great buy. I'm completely content just leaving it alone for a while. I have around 10,000 shares right now, which is not a lot compared to a lot of you. I add to it gradually, so I'm hoping to get to 25,000 shares and 100,000 shares. And I feel comfortable just doing it a little bit each week, because I think the growth for this is going to be gradual. I don't think nothing's going to happen overnight. So I think there is some time to continue building out those shares and building a bigger position in my portfolio. But I do think that over time, with this growing industry and this growing company, this thing, in 10 years, I could see AITX being on the NASDAQ and well over $10 a share. Just my opinion. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think that in a decade, with the way AI is going and technology and people are moving away from actual human person security guards, AITX could take a good chunk of that pie and be a very valuable company in the future. Let me know in the comment section below what you think that share price can get to. I'm saying it could be 30 cents by this time, 50 cents by this time next year, and in 10 years, I think we could be well over $10, definitely double-digit numbers. As always, I hope all those penny stocks and tokens go to the moon. Don't freak out about the China crypto situation. We're going to be all good, and I hope everyone out there stays safe and takes care.